Hey guys, what's up? I'm Tanveer Singh and you're watching What the Flex. So, if you're first time here, I make videos about contemporary culture, about, like for example, bikes and about fashion and things that, relate to all of us. So, people who have watched my other videos, this is the first time that I'm shooting outside of my home, and like the location is very specific to the topic that I'm going to talk about. So the location that I am sitting in is Pit Stop, the Riders Cafe, and it is one of a kind cafe in Jammu and Kashmir where you can get the best spare parts. You can buy super bikes. You can get your engine repair, revamped, everything, accessories you can buy. You can buy riding clothes also. They also organize the biggest rides in Jammu and Kashmir. So yeah, that's about it. So the topic that I'm going to talk about today, I think you must have read it in the caption. It is about the growth of riding culture in India. So like always, I'll start from the start. So from the first time that bikes came into India, which were the bikes were so iconic that it is still produced, manufactured in the country, and still very relevant to the topic that I'm going to talk about today. And I don't have to even take its name. उसका दुख दुख ही काफ़ी है. So yeah, अगर आपने guess किया, you guessed it right. I'm talking about the Royal Enfield. फर्स्ट टाइम रॉयल एनफील्ड वो बाइक थी जो इंडिया में आई 1955 के अराउंड, एंड वो आर्मी के लिए लाई गई थी, आर्मी के यूज़ के लिए लाई गई थी. एंड तब से लेकर अभी तक सबको पता है कि रॉयल एनफील्ड कितना बड़ा ब्रांड है हमारी कंट्री में. एंड उसके साथ साथ जो बाकी बाइक्स दैट केम इन टू द कंट्री वर येजदी एंड ऑल्सो वर जावा. एंड दिस आई फील वो गोल्डन पीरियड था अबाउट द राइडिंग कल्चर इन इंडिया कंट्री फ्रॉम 1955 से लेकर अबाउट 85 तक. बिकॉज एट दैट टाइम मतलब पीपल लव देयर बाइक्स. तब कहते थे कि अगर तुम अपनी बाइक हाथ से ठीक नहीं कर सकते तो तुम ड्राइवर नहीं हो भाई, मतलब वो सीन था. बट उसके बाद क्या हुआ कि सबको पता 90s आ गए, डूम 90s बोलता हूँ मैं उनको. बाय बिकॉज उस टाइम पे लिबरलाइजेशन हो गई. उसकी वजह से लॉर्ड ऑफ फॉरेन ब्रांड स्टार्टेड कमिंग इन द कंट्री, एंड एक बहुत बड़ा कल्चरल चेंज हुआ. दैट वाज द राइज ऑफ द मिडिल क्लास. सो व्हाट दीज पीपल डिड वाज, इन लोगों को था गाड़ी खरीदने का. बिकॉज एट दैट टाइम ये बोला जाता था कि अगर तुम्हारे पास गाड़ी है तो तुम लाइक यू हैव डन समथिंग, यू हैव अचीव्ड समथिंग इन योर लाइफ. तो पीपल स्टार्टेड बाइंग मारुति सुजुकी और ये Hyundai सैंट्रो और ये सब लोग, लाइक पीपल यूज टू बाय बाइक्स, वो सब गाड़ी पे शिफ्ट हो गए. एंड फिर वो बाइक का जो क्रेज़ था वो ख़त्म हो गया. एंड पीपल हु स्टार्टेड बाइंग बाइक्स ऑल्सो बिकॉज ऑफ लाइक द कंपनीज लाइक हीरो होंडा TVS सुजुकी कमिंग इन, बाइक्स का फोकस चला गया कि इकोनॉमिकल बाइक होनी चाहिए. मतलब कितना देती है माइलेज, 100 किलोमीटर पर लीटर दे देगी तो अच्छी है, हल्की बाइक, मेंटेनेंस लो है, सस्ती पड़ेगी. सो दिस वाज द टॉक ऑफ द टाउन एट दैट टाइम, एंड दिस कंटिन्यूड फॉर अबाउट 20 ईयर्स टिल 2005. एंड 2005 में ये सब चीज़ें चेंज होने लग गई. एंड व्हाट लेजेंडरी थिंग हैपेंड वाज द कमिंग ऑफ सिड लाल इन द सीन ऑफ इंडियन मोटर बाइकिंग. So all of this started to change with the coming of Sidlal. So who is Sidlal? So basically Sidlal जो है वो आइशन मोटर्स का हायर था, मतलब उनका बेटा था. उसने कंपनी जब ली अपने डैड से 2004 में, उस वक्त उनके पास 15 ब्रांड्स थे जिस पे वो काम करते थे. आउट ऑफ दोज 15 ही सोल्ड ऑफ 13 ऑफ दोज कंपनीज एंड जस्ट केप्ट टू businesses. One was the trucking business and the second one was biking business. So he himself was an avid biker. So what he did was he traveled, and it said that he still travels around the country. And uski wajah se he found out that people want to ride bikes, but they don't have a community around it, and lone warriors the har state mein. So what he did was he made some adjustments into the bike, जो कि बोला जाता था कि उसका बाइक का गियर बॉक्स उसने दूसरी तरफ शिफ्ट किया, उसके अंदर उन्होंने सेल्फ स्टार्ट ले आया, एंड such changes करके made it easier for the people to ride it. And also the other things that they started doing was building a community around it. So community का क्या सीन था कि उस वक्त ना लोग बहुत 2005 के अराउंड ना लोगों को ये जो अर्बन कल्चर था दैट स्टार्टेड गेटिंग टैक्सिंग ऑन पीपल. लोग वो फ्रस्ट्रेट हो गए अपने जॉब से, लोगों को फ्रीडम चाहिए था, लोगों को कोई जगह चाहिए था जहाँ पे लोग अपने आप को एक्सप्रेस कर सकते हैं. एंड इसका एक सेक्शन ऑफ वो दो लोग जो थे, दे स्टार्टेड biking, you know, and they started going on long trips. They started like buying accessories, gears. Companies started coming up which was specially making products which were only meant for bikes. Leather के seats हो गए, पॉकेट बैग्स हो गए, ठीक है, उनके हैंडल्स हो गए, कस्टमाइज हो गए. राजपुताना मोटरसाइकिल्स फॉर एग्जांपल इज वन ब्रांड दैट ग्रू लाइक leaps and bounds. So ये सब चेंजेस होने लग गए and people started gathering in cafes. So such cafes started coming up in all over the country. Pit Stop is one, was the first one to come up in Jammu and Kashmir, but it was long awaited. Such a thing was long awaited, and because they also serve like coffees, good coffees, sandwiches, like all of these things. You can get your bike repaired, you can come here and chill. But one of the best things that you can do here is talk about bikes. If you love bikes, if you love to talk about them, if you want to go on long rides, these are the cafes, you know, which which will help you build that community. And now, first, it was a dream for riders to go on Ladakh trip. Now it's become an annual ritual. इतना बड़ा बन चुका है ये चीज़, and people are now taking seriously. They're biking very seriously. So yeah, so I was talking about the biking culture and the growth of apparel industry around it. That is something that I really want to focus on. So if you're an avid biker and you love biking, then you definitely know about brands like Smitar. You, you cannot miss Revit. Revit makes all kinds of products which are meant for motorcycling. Also, you must know about Bell helmets and about the hundreds of products that come around with it. But this is not something that I really want to focus on. What I really want to focus on is in everyday life, people who are bikers who love biking, how can they dress up and get that biker look? So ये तो हो गई प्रोफेशनल राइडर्स की बात. बट इफ़ यूर एन अर्बन राइडर, सो लाइक यू गो लाइक टू ऑफिस 5 days a week and you still want to get that rider's ka look, so it's very important to choose your clothes right. What can that be? So first of all, there are few things that you cannot mess around with. First is your shoes. So you have to get a pair of leather boots, or like the ones I'm wearing are suede Chelsea boots, something of that sorts, because वो आपको एक अच्छा look देता है and also your sneakers will get destroyed. एक तो look भी नहीं रहेगी और sneakers भी खराब हो जाएंगे. Second thing is to get a pair of good rugged jeans. So if you ride for long hours, तो एक तो your trousers will be destroyed. Also, it will not give you that authentic look. You have to wear a pair of good rugged jeans. The ones that I'm wearing are from Jack and Jones. Third is a jacket. So, a leather jacket always gives you that, biker's wear look. This is something that I follow very oftenly, and I wear a jacket always whenever I'm riding. So it gives you that, confidence and that look also. Up there something that you can play around with. First thing is, I've seen that you can wear a t-shirt inside. Monocolor t-shirt looks great. It's very stereotypical, but looks great. Always looks great. You can wear a white or a black t-shirt, looks great. If you want to become more hip or become more pop, then you can wear the kind of shirt that I'm wearing, printed shirts. These also look great, and you can go out with that rider wala look. Pair it with a pair of Ray-Bans, and also one of the most important riding gear that you cannot miss around is a good helmet. So yeah, that completes your apparel look also. Tell me what you think about the video. If you have any suggestions, please write them, and also keep following What the Flex. Keep flexing.